And CEO Jamie Dimon said some investigations into JP Morgan are just beginning, implying that legal issues are likely to hound the bank for some time, even if on a smaller scale. Karina has more on the bank's recent legal problems.
The lawyers working for JP Morgan Chase were very busy in 2013, and the bank had to write massive checks to make its legal problems go away. The largest fine? A record $13 billion it agreed to pay in November to settle allegations connected to the sale of risky mortgage securities. More recently, it incurred a $2.6 billion fine for allegedly ignoring signs Bernie Madoff was running a Ponzi scheme fraud while he was a client of the bank's. In a statement, CEO Jamie Dimon said, "It was in the best interests of our company and shareholders for us to accept responsibility, resolve these issues, and move forward."
It was a terrible year, and it was in large part because, and this is my opinion, in large part because of what Jamie did in putting himself out there. He basically drew a dartboard on his head and said, "Take a shot at me."
Jamie Dimon lobbied hard against financial regulation, but his arguments lost credibility when the bank suffered a $6.2 billion trading loss known as the London Whale. It paid close to $1 billion to settle probes related to that incident. Law professor John Coffey says the bank has one last legal hurdle to overcome: the investigation by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and federal prosecutors in New York into whether the bank broke any laws when it hired children of China's elite to win business deals.
That there could be criminal charges, and that's been threatened in other cases, and sooner or later the government might take a criminal action. There could be fines. Siemens, the large German company, had to pay well over $1 billion. Now, that's no longer a large amount, but just a few years ago, $1 billion was a record level.
Nevertheless, the bulk of JP Morgan Chase's legal troubles stem from practices that occurred before the financial crisis of 2008. Legal experts say JP Morgan Chase's financial woes are largely a thing of the past, but they might just be beginning for other banks heavily involved in mortgage securitization in the lead-up to the financial crisis, most notably Bank of America. And if the JPM settlement is any indication, the fines will be quite steep. Karina, CCTV, New York.